House of Dragon.
You're gonna jump right into it. House of Dragon.
What you talking?
I'm just saying. Are you caught up on House of Dragon?
I mean, I'm all the way there. How you?
We episode 4?
The new, you know. It's 4. I think that came out. I watched every one.
Incestuous molestation. Is that where we at?
This show, bro.
This show, yes.
You know, they lock R. Kelly up for shit that they shot on this damn show.
Stupid.
You know, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But
I've been enjoying the hell out of it.
I think if you enjoy this,
bring up some goddamn Game of Thrones.
You are gonna
stop talking about Game of Goddamn Thrones.
I can't, but even because it's like, you know, I don't even like to compare the two, but I'm like,
I'm glad I don't have to compare the two.
No, I know, but it's like, you can't compare the two for one because one comes out 200 years, so nothing there's speculation on stuff, but it's definitely nothing in this show that has to do with, or like, you know, there's no ties kind of at the moment. And if they are, they're little things, but they're nothing big. Like the characters that are in Game of Thrones are completely way different, oblivious to these characters. So let's talk about this show. The story of this show is just it's probably how I seen Game of Thrones. Like when Game of Thrones came out, I think it was like 2 seasons in. Somebody gave it to me. I was like, dog, I'm, you know, all of that. I'm not.
There's gonna be
blah blah blah. But then I gave it time. I gave it time to warm up. So then that's what I'm doing with this one now. I'm like, I'm gonna give it time to come into play. But as I'm giving it time, I'm like, these people are crazy. Like they are really.
So the first episode,
when
they had the tournament, and the king, I'm just calling the man the king. The king was giving a child, or his wife was pregnant, and I guess the uncle was was he coming back or he's visiting, whatever he was doing. He came. They had the little tournament to celebrate the birth of his child. He didn't know if it was going to be a boy or girl, but he needs a boy. He only had the one daughter, right? And Rhaenyra is his only daughter. And so we already know he has a brother who could be heir if he doesn't have a son.
He's supposed to be the heir.
Yeah, if he doesn't have a son, though, right? Because once he has a son...
Yeah, if you had a son...
It goes to the son, right? Because, you know, they don't want the women on the throne. So it's a... I don't know I forget who the knight guy is. The guy that whips Daemon's ass in the tournament. Sir Criston, Criston, right? Yeah, Sir Criston. I like Sir Criston.
Who?
The one that beats up Daemon and he beats him in the tournament.
Oh,
and he's outside the door when
they're jousting.
Yeah, when they're jousting, So
fucking jousting.
So the scene, like, you know, this is me first viewing of it. You know, I ain't seen Game of Thrones.
Right,
watching this.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
And so they get to that part. The jousting, I was like, all right, we're gonna see some heads getting knocked. We definitely saw some heads getting knocked and bashing. So it's a lot of visceral shit going on. They let the show letting you know this is what we about. You know what I mean? It's HBO. What you thought you came to see? We're gonna give you some good stuff. We're gonna go show you some grimy shit going down. The fucking all the whatever bloodshed happened during the jousting. What else? The bloodshed and the fighting and all that didn't bother me. The only thing that got me like cringed and was like, not trying to see is this fucking C-section shit, man. So my man came to and was like, look, she might, you know, what we're gonna do is she might lose some blood or something like that. But we might be able to save her. So you gotta be your choice though. You want to try to save one of them or lose both of them?
See, all right.
He's like, all right, we're gonna have to try to see if we can get the baby out.
Pause that for a second.
Why you want to pause that?
It's just crazy to me that, like, all right, so this show is 200 years before Game of Thrones.
Right.
In Game of Thrones, they have jousting. In House of Dragon, they have jousting.
Right.
I'm like, they don't have a Steph Curry of jousting in Game of Thrones. Like, they had 200 years of doing the same shit. They doing it the same way. Like, it's not... You hold the stick.
You say you don't
under your underarm.
They don't have jousting in Game of Thrones?
No, they do. It's the same. It's just the same. You hold the stick under your arm. Your opponent holds the stick under their arm, and then y'all freaking gallop on your horses toward each other, and then hope to stick the pointy end into your opponent's head to knock him off his horse. That's the ultimate. I think you win all 3 points.
I think it's supposed to be the chest area, but
no, it's if you knock your opponent off. That's the whole. It's 3 points for that.
Okay.
There's no Steph Curry in this. I just wanted to say that. There's no.
You gonna cut off my C-section story?
I wanted to be all right, dog. You had 200 years to perfect this skill, this game that
They probably do got some people. I mean, how much jousting is in Game of Thrones?
See, no, but okay, but see, they have their knights that are well known, and these people they go out there and they're like, why are you risking your life?
Well, somebody got to lose, Steph Curry or not.
Right, but I'm still if you're the guy, if Prince William right now, Prince Henry, and then went out there to joust, they would be like, dog, you ain't got to do it. Let Jeffrey do it.
Prince
let old boy do it, and he go, in your sake or something. But but they're high value, so they don't have to do it, but they do it. But they still do it the same way. They don't knock people off every time. They do the whole 1 point, boom, they win. Yeah. There's no Steph Curry where they jousting from the back, and then they just throw the dart at you and you off the horse. It's still the same. That's all.
You got to go watch The Knight's Tale for that. The Knight's Tale will show you that. But he was a Steph Curry. But I mean, it's a traditional thing. It's tradition.
Again, basketball tradition, but you got Steph Curry jacking up shots from fucking half court.
Well, I guess this is a more disciplined tradition where they're not going to change the rules. Because the rules of football and baseball and basketball have all been changed through the years.
I want to see some of these implements change here. Stop jacking up shots.
Was there anything that was cringeworthy in episode 1 for you?
Bro.
Or cringy? Or oh, fuck, this is what it's getting into? Are you
House of Dragon is definitely more... It's more...
Or episode 1.
Episode 1 is, it was way more dramatized for me, I will say. But again, episode 1 of Game of Thrones was dramatizing or whatever. But I just, at the time...
I'm going to have to accept that every time
with
we talk
all,
about the show.
I know, but I'm just saying, okay, so just with how shows are put out today, your shows is heavy based on something. And I wasn't used to what Game of Thrones was, what it was at the time. Mm-hmm. Now that I am, and then you have shows whatever show you like, that's a drama, action, criminal mind show. It's heavy drama. That's how they bring us in. This show has all of that equally in it to make me where it's I'm pretty much watching Game of Thrones all over again. The same reaction. I'm like,
no.
What is going on here? Why is this? Why is that? You question. Whenever a show makes you question, that's when you got something good to watch.
But question what?
The motive. That you, where are they going?
And so off the bat, episode 1 did that for you.
Yeah, it was like I said, it's the same. I had the same reaction I had to watching episode 1 of Game of Thrones. So House of Dragon.
Any character
episode 1.
So you didn't.
And so for House of Dragon, I'm still I'm waiting for my character. But I will say, I've learned background history of a certain character in House of Dragon, which is my man right here.
The Hand.
The Hand.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people knew him, but I don't know if they knew him. But if you watch any of Adam Sandler movies, which is so weird to me, he played Little Nicky's brother and Little Nicky.
All right.
He played all these dumb, quirky roles in his life to where his character in the show, so many people are so mind blown. Shit.
How you feel about him in the show?
he's a freaking deceitful person. Like
he has a calm deceit about him too, man.
Very
calm and shit.
I'm
about
waiting for him to like poison. You know,
I'm
waiting for him to stab. I'm waiting for him to joust.
Now, see, that ain't his thing. I think that definitely ain't his.
No, I'm just like it's just I'm waiting for his character like to explode with like something like big.
I don't think that would happen
for real.
Especially now after episode 4, which I didn't want to jump ahead to, but how
his daughter is banging the king.
Yeah, with his plan or whatever. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's so strategic, I guess you could say. That's for like a better word. Much. But impatient and stuff like that too.
He's getting impatient because he knows the king is freaking
impatient. I'm sorry. I think he is patient, but
yeah.
What I was trying to think of is why his motives behind it. Is it because he thinks the king is not competent enough to do his job?
Well, he knows the king is freaking like ill. Mm-hmm. He knows the king is freaking dying, so he freaking told his daughter go.
His the daughter shouldn't be, the daemon shouldn't be heir, and his daughter shouldn't be heir. So he's going to try to like.
Well, his main way to keep everything in line, because if the brother took over, he would be out of there. The brother don't like him, so he put his daughter in there, so then she can bang him, have a kid. All right, that's one check mark. But then the daughter is going to get compromised because the daughter is friends of the damn king's daughter, so they have a little thing. So it's like, all right, I need to implement a way. This is what I'm thinking. It's just like I need to like make sure like I'm good in my own.
Right. Yeah.
I know if my daughter, if I lose my daughter, then that's that. And if Damon, the brother, takes helm, he'll kick me out. If the Dorn princess takes helm, he'll probably be okay. But I think he's just so like he has a plan. That's why I think he's a really like a sneaky character.
Hey, I like him too.
Very sneaky.
Yeah. So what about we're 4 episodes in now, so no. I mean, I was hoping to go episode to episode, but it's a lot difficult, too. And you got jumping all around anyway.
There's a lot in between all.
So this scene and this whole fucking ordeal, where they trying to like, bring the power gain power by having their daughter marry the king, and we see all of like 10 years old or some shit, talking about it'll be like 5 years or something before he can touch you or sleep with you or something like that till you're 15. I'm like, what is going on?
She can have kids.
And then she's like reciting stuff her mom told her and everything. I was like, oh.
But see, we are watching
and the king's like, he don't know.
We're watching the modernized version of this. Back then when it was actually that and they actually had these people I know. That's what it is. Political.
Marriage is all about politics.
They would bang these little girls, and they can't have kids. But then, the girl turns 16 or whatever, she can birth whatever. But that would be that. But right now, he's like, I can't do this. This girl is 10 years old.
Yeah, the king felt some type of way.
Dog, they didn't give no crap. Shit. And then that's why you see the damn uncle wanting to sleep with his damn niece.
Don't look at this. Stop looking at this. What are you jumping around? you jumping ahead and stuff like that. But
that was what episode? That was episode 4. Yeah.
Well, I was just bringing certain things up. That's all. How you feel about the queen? You think the queen gonna be able to hang in there?
Nah.
She seemed like she ain't even. She like not desensitized. She just looked like she don't give a fuck. She was shaking that baby just like she wanted to throw it out the damn window, man. And then, she just laying in there.
Second or something?
The dude, when the king was smashing, she was laying there.
Oh, yeah. She's a kid. She don't know, this not love.
Are they 17? At this, 17, 18, something like that at this point?
Definitely like 16, 15.
Think so?
Yeah, they're young.
That ain't the math I did. I swore like 5 years had passed.
Yeah, no.
Even 4 years or something like that.
One of those episodes, when she had the kid, the one kid is like probably 2, maybe. So, if she was, let's just say she's 16, 17 right now.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like you said, people watching it nowadays. in the modern day watching what's going on back then. You think she gonna fuck up? Cause I think her and Renera, I keep saying this girl's damn name wrong.
The princess. I feel the princess is gonna be. She's gonna take.
I think she
reign, and then they're gonna do just what they did to Khaleesi.
I think they did it. That damn Khaleesi. Let me tell you about Khaleesi. She's not in House of the Dragon. Let me tell you about that's how I know about Khaleesi.
You don't even know who Khaleesi is.
I know who Khaleesi is, man. Everybody spoiled everything for me, which made me not want to watch the show in the first place. But anyway, the queen and the princess, I believe, I get the feeling that they had like, you know, they were like maybe not lovers, but you know, they had that type of relationship too.
Who?
The queen and the princess.
They're friends, best friends. I
think
grew
they
up together.
A little more than that too.
And then out of nowhere, now you're banging my dad.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's like I can't be your friend.
Yeah, I think it's a little more than just that with the whole, like when she found out about her dad marrying and stuff. But like, I mean, you know, it's fucked up back in the day, and maybe even nowadays. But like a lot of that shit with like marriage is just politics and shit like that.
Oh yeah, with forced marriage. Can you imagine being forced to marry somebody? Like, hey, yo, dog, no.
I don't even voluntarily do it, so yeah, I can.
You talking about something? I gotta marry this joint.
This joint. That's where Dad was trying to set up at the that meeting.
Yeah.
I mean at that meeting at the hunt or whatever. The hunt. I was bringing this up because it's like one of my favorite fucking scenes in the show. When he came there to get that egg back, fucking Damon was about to Damon was about to like, look, you know what, fuck everything. We about to everybody on this bridge about to fucking die.
And then she flew in on the dawn.
Loved it. I was like, she's the only one that can like tame his ass, like some old Incredible Hulk and some incredible sun's going down. Sun's going down. See, calm down. Give me the goddamn egg. So they make you like these two together. It's like these two. I thought these two were going to be doing some shit and like scheming and doing something like, you know what I mean?
No, like I hope that it was like what it is right here in this scene. Just like she's the one that can bring the peace in between the brothers, her uncle and her dad.
That'd be nice.
But he took it a little too far, and
yeah, because that's all, man. That's why this nigga's the boy you love to hate, because he's like one of those. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. But see, on the worst of things, you know what I mean? He's like a burning bridges is I think his flaw, because he's like fuck everybody. Like even when the dad found out or whatever, when the king found out and he came in there like kicked him in the ribs and shit and was like, he's like, yeah, I did it. Just let me marry her now. I'm like, what the fuck? He just owned it. He know he ain't do nothing. He like, yeah, let me go ahead and that's shows something about says something about him too. He didn't do it. But he made sure things were in place to make it the rumor happen that he did do it. But because I mean, if he was a dirtball, he'd have did it, and then he'd just be like, yeah, I fucked her. And, you know what I mean? Now she got to marry me. But he didn't do it, but still set it up so that it could still work. So it's like it says something. Like I think he respects his niece. In that sense, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. She's still like all young.
She's young. That's like, well, you know, you see what she did with old boy, the damn.
Why she do it? Though? She gonna get this nigga dick cut off, man.
He's getting beheaded.
I don't want him to die. I like the boy, man. I was like, he gonna be one of them ones that they just gonna wipe him off the show. Like HBO don't give a fuck about it. Like yeah, somebody gotta go. They gotta go.
They are known to spike a motherfucker.
I was saying it's gonna be him, man. What's his name? Prince Chris Crispins? Or I don't know his name. Chris Crispus.
Chris Clemens.
Chris. But yeah, man. I like him. Damn.
See, but that's why I say, like, this show is so much. It's so much like Game of Thrones. Like, the characters you have.
It's Kristen. That's the name.
You have characters within it that are, like, damn near like the characters from that show. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, man, if you had watched that show, you would see this character and you would be able to be like, oh, this is that.
Well, I'm glad I haven't seen it, because that sounds like a mental spoiler where I just want to enjoy the damn show. You gonna keep bringing Game of Thrones up every goddamn show.
I'm enjoying it. I'm just looking for these characters to like blossom. I'm looking for the brother to be like, all right, obviously, well, you know, he kind of went left field on me with the niece. And then, you know, the king is just dying of fucking herpes or whatever.
Herpes, what it is? I don't know what he got, man. God damn, he got chair scabies or some shit. I don't know what the fuck that chair doing to him.
It's a wound that doesn't heal, and they were like, what did they say? Branded or whatever, meaning like
Yeah, they're gonna burn that shit. He got leprosy. Is it leprosy? What the fuck? Melting away and shit.
But it's definitely like it's a lot going on. But it's just I'm just spoiled with knowing.
I'm so upset with this, man. Why she put him in this position, man? Because the thing, if he said no, she can cry cry whatever and say he tried to violate me and stuff like that, and then he die. If he does do it, then they're gonna castrate the man and stuff like that. And then
she being pregnant and it's gonna be.
Yeah, do you think
have to name somebody?
Like I said, we have episode 4. Do you think she drunk the elixir or shit? You think she did it?
No.
You don't think she drank it?
No.
See, and I've talked to people and some people think she definitely did do it. And I'm like, how can you be so definitely sure that she did it? Like, there's no debate. And you're saying, no, I don't think she did it. Like, 100% she didn't do it? You feel? Because to me, it's like a 50-50. But I'm trying to think, what would be her motive either way? Let's say she has the baby. She gets pregnant. She has the baby. Where's she looking to go with that?
See, but then that just ties in the other show because there's stuff in there that kind of.
This is its own show. I'm asking you.
Pull
from the other show if you want to, but I'm just asking you.
This is her great grandma.
What will be her reason for having a baby? Who's her great grandma?
Khaleesi's.
Oh, they named her. In Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones, they named her.
She's a Targaryen.
I'm saying they named her.
Named who?
They said that she was the great grandmother by name.
Khaleesi is the child of. Who's the child of? Who's the?
Is Rhaenyra's name in Game of Thrones?
All these people's names is in that show.
Okay.
Not all of them, but they are there. That's why. This show that's the only reason why this show exists is because all of those people were something then, and it was.
I know how time works, man.
No, I know. I'm just saying. But
what makes you think she had the baby, or going to not drink the elixir? What makes you think that?
I'm just saying again. This just makes me talk about the other shows, just because of how the other show went.
Right.
That would make sense if she drunk it and can't have kids, to where it's like I don't know. It's weird. Say she had kids, and their kids can't have kids.
I'm just saying you drink it. That don't mean you can't have kids forever. He said it just kills whatever is in there now. I'm just saying. So what makes you think she'll drink it? She didn't drink it. That's all I'm saying. So you're saying she didn't drink it because she needs to have kids, so the rest of the Game of Thrones can have it.
She has a thing with her father about the whole, being named the heir. So it's a whole thing about the heir. She don't give She don't give a hell about it because she's not the heir. So why do I need to mask anything that I'm doing?
Well, I got the sense I thought she was like saying, or when she spoke with him, I thought she was saying she spoke to him and then she spoke to, other people telling her, like the one lady with the little girl, she was saying they're never gonna let you be a queen or something, or sit on the throne and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It makes me think she wants to try to prove everybody wrong. Maybe she
wants to sit on the throne.
So if she wants to sit on the throne, it makes sense to drink the elixir and not have a baby. To me,
but then she's going to have to kill every kid, every sibling from there.
I mean, she can get married and have babies later. I'm just saying, why? Why would she? Because she can kill the baby now, have a baby later.
No, because her dad is married to the queen, so they already have a kid. So that kid is the heir. So that's the father. It passes down to that, and then his kids would go. She loses the heir.
You saying she's just gonna have a baby anyway? So fuck it.
Yeah, because it passes. The king has a son. That is boom. It's clear. She will forever be known as the princess. And her kids won't get princess title. It's just her. It dies after her. But if the king kids die, then it goes back to the uncle or her.
But why? I don't know. I don't think she wants no damn kids. That's my thing. I don't think she wants kids.
I think she wants the throne.
But what's having a baby? How's that going to get you closer to the throne? Having a baby.
Because if you have a kid and your kid is the heir, then the kid is the heir. But
she's not the heir right now.
No, she's not. But if the kid dies, then it goes back to her.
So, you think she'll have a baby and then kill her brother?
Her kid.
Her own child? Yeah. No, she got to kill her brother first, don't she?
So the way it works is mother and father, king and queen.
Yes.
The children are the heir.
He has a son, right?
But he's gonna have a son. He don't have a son. He has a daughter. So then the king has a brother. The brother should be the rightful heir. Yeah. The king's daughter is named princess, and then the brother is named heir to the throne until the king bears a son.
And he has a son.
And then he has a son, wipes the brother out.
Right.
So now that's there.
Yeah.
The princess is still... Now, princess can become a queen. If she wasn't a princess, she couldn't become queen. But since she is, she still has something to hold on to. So now, the kid, whatever...
So the king has a son now. The son is now the heir.
Yes. Now
princess is not the heir.
She's not the heir, but she's still the princess. She's named princess. She can still become queen under certain circumstances.
Like what? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out.
The death of the son, the child.
That's what I'm saying. So she kills her brother. That's what I was getting at. Yeah. We took a long circle to get back to what I said 5 minutes ago. So I was saying she'd have a baby and she would have to kill her brother for her to still be queen. That's what I'm saying. The brother has to die for her to become queen because they don't want to.
That's all. If she wants to kill people and all of that stuff.
That's what the show's all about. I'm thinking politics. So why would she take the elixir? That's what, I don't know.
No, you're right. It's like there's no wrongs about it. HBO will show you a main character.
That's what we here talking about, man.
And they will wipe that motherfucker out like it was not nothing.
Gotcha. So she could die in the next episode, but I'm just saying.
Definitely can. That's what HBO would do to you.
And that's why we having this conversation. You said with such sincerity and surety, you think, no, she didn't drink it. And I'm just trying to figure out what makes you think she didn't drink it. That's all speculation.
Yeah. No, I was saying she didn't drink it just so she can, like, mess up the order, or she wants to be disruptive.
You said she did drink it, like to kill the baby, right? Or to not have.
She would drink it to kill the baby, but not drink it to have the baby.
And so you think she's having a baby? She wants to have a baby.
I think she wants to be disruptive. She's a disruptive child. She I
don't get how that would be
go
disruptive.
out for the hunt. She came back.
Yeah.
She's not
dope. I like that.
She doesn't want to be the princess that walks around with her hand around her back. She don't want to be that. She wants to be.
Which makes me think she doesn't want to have kids. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm sure she said she don't want to get married or have kids. But I'm thinking not having kids. Yeah, I don't know how that would be disruptive. Is all I'm trying to think of how that would be disruptive. But the queen is pregnant, right?
Whoever she has kids with would disrupt it. If she have kids with her damn uncle, that's as the king. That's already been canceled. He could be like, I gotta kill my own daughter and my brother to wipe them out.
We canceled that already.
Cancel that.
I mean, the king already canceled that shit. Oh well, actually, he don't know because if she don't drink it, all right. So you think she'll have a baby to make him think it's the uncle's?
I think she's gonna have the baby because it's gonna be. It's perfect for the show. She's gonna be pregnant, and the story is already about the damn uncle slept with her. So now she's pregnant with the uncle's son or whatever. Mm-hmm. So now the uncle is pretty much the heir of the throne minus the child that's born or whatever. So it's a legitimate claim for the uncle.
So if she has the child, she has to wed the uncle.
They will probably do that.
And then he becomes the heir then. Is that what you're saying? She still is current heir. Oh no, she's not.
No, he would be legitimate. He would be legitimate. Probably the heir. The uncle would be like the legitimate heir.
That was his plan. This nigga took it to the brothel and shit.
Take it down there where they banging out. Your damn niece.
gonna drop her drawers. I was like, I don't know if I want to keep watching this shit. Then he dipped out. I was like, he dipped out. I was like, all right, I had to go look for age and shit. I'm like, how old is this actress, man? Because what the fuck, man? Let me.
This is why, like you say, that I keep bringing the other show. The other show, it's the same steps. The other show had you searching for people's age. Like
I just don't want to bring up the other show because it's taken away from this one, and I would just want to enjoy.
I get that, but that's why me coming from somebody that watched the other show, I'm like, I'm seeing all the stuff that you're doing. Mm-hmm. I had to go research. I had to go, who the fuck? And the world did the same thing. They were like, dog, come on. Because we watched some shit that was...
I mean, this ain't the first show I've ever done this with, or you've ever done it with. Wasn't Game of Thrones. I'm sure you did it with other shows.
No.
Right.
No.
And when did you start watching Game of Thrones? When it first came out?
No, 2 seasons already surpassed.
Okay. All right.
I was on deployment, and I wasn't went into this shit. I didn't want to watch no medieval white fucking people, the same...
Yeah, you gave us a story last time. I know.
But... when I watched it, and then when I caught up, it was a certain part of it, because unlike this show just got renewed for a season 2. So
House of the Dragon?
Yes. So Game of Thrones, when that came out, obviously when I started watching it was already 2 seasons in, so they were already freaking on the roll. These characters in it, you watch them from that point forward. So, you pretty much watch these people for like 7-8 years. So we watch people literally, like if there's any children in it, you watch them grow up.
Right.
Which goes to the point where people are like, hold on, let me research this person. Let me see if they're old enough to do this scene. Because it was like, I'm watching like some damn rape here.
Well, I've done that before. I'm just saying
this is the only show I ever had to do that on. So that's why I only said the show is like literally the same stuff you're saying right now is how I felt about that show. That's why I say... this show is taking me through the same kind of stepping the scenarios as the other did. So it's like, I can see where it's going. I see where it's going, and I can see where it's going to, and then I can boom.
I'm so happy that I don't see what you see.
Hey, no,
and I'm sure.
Even if you
but
did,
the thing is. You don't know where it's going.
I'm watching. I've never seen the show. I'm watching the same shit you watching.
So
but I'm like,
why don't we
and again,
instead of
the other one, I'm like, dog, there's a main character. This main character is not the main character no more. That fast, so this show is like, I'm just putting it out there for myself. I'm like, whatever main character it is, this person is not the main character. I'm looking for the supporting cast.
Do you think
that?
Do you think this is going to be like that?
I would bet my money on it. I would bet it. Because it's just this is that whole time. Do you
want it to be, or you think it's like that because you want it to be that way? Is that what makes it better?
So I've watched that. So that story went away, and they talked about how this time is. They only talked about it. We're now watching it. It's like, they don't word for word it. But it's just like...
they say people die out of nowhere and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They say your favorite characters be dying. They don't say that. They can't bring that up. They don't know who dies. They know
they're already dead. They
can't tell the audience who dies when. And that's in the timeline.
Well,
whoever you expect.
So in certain circumstances, they may say, oh, do you know how the last person to ride this dragon was such and such, and he died a horrible death of blah blah blah, and it'll be just like a one-liner.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the one-liners, but I do remember how they spoke.
I'm glad I don't know any of it. But
Game of Thrones, it was just dragons were they haven't seen dragons in hundreds of years.
Right, I remember.
But when they were around, they were some dragons were big as buildings, and some were small as an egg, or small as a freaking cat. So then in this show, they emphasized it and said they were definitely going to make all of the dragons this was when dragons were about everything. Everybody had a dragon in this damn show.
Yeah.
That's what they talked about in Game of Thrones. So now we literally see, you only see 2 so far. But it's just that other show. Dragons didn't exist, and then you had 3, and they're like, "Oh, she has dragons." Oh, I will give you 10,000 ships for one dragon. Like, it's like that is the price on the dragon. Yeah. But back then it was like they had, you see them with the horse saddle and shit. They didn't have that. And then, you know what I mean? It's just like the time frames is like, it's interesting seeing how it once was to where, whatever. But either way, the main thing about this show is
I'll be interested in getting there one day.
Huh?
So hopefully I'll be interested in getting there.
It's not even about me saying you should. I think just like, obviously you start watching this, you have to slide into the next. If I continue
enjoying it. I mean, it's already been spoiled, so I don't know how much, it ain't gonna hit me the way it hit everybody who watched it fresh, because everybody already spoiled everything for me.
It's the way it's gonna hit you, and that's gonna be.
Because part of it's like part of the appeal is who's gonna make it, who's gonna get to the top. Who's doing what? Yeah. I already know all the players. I already know who did what because everybody been showing me certain episodes and talking about it all the damn time to get me to watch it. Now, like, you done told me everything. Showed me the last 5 episodes, the first 5 episodes, everything in between, and like, this is the red wedding and this is that, and watch the dude kill this guy and that guy killed that guy. I'm like, why y'all telling me the whole story but not letting me watch the story? So I mean,
because I don't know you.
It's already gonna be enjoyed for whatever. Like, it's gonna be enjoyed for just sitting there having background noise or something, maybe, because I already know
for your own pleasurement.
Yeah. If I want to fill in the blanks,
everybody can say what they're gonna say, but you don't physically know certain characters. You don't physically know their mannerisms. The mannerisms is everything.
It'd been nice to
these
watch
shows or that show is all about all about dialogue, fresh English, fresh fresh English. Comebacks, fresh. Like, it's all about that. A lot of people haven't spoke to you about they may say certain checkpoints, but you gotta see though. They're not talking about my guy Samwell Tolly. If anybody said that name, do you recognize that name at all?
No.
That's a whole person. That's like he's legitimately needed for that show. Like,
all right, well, let's talk about Game of Thrones when I watch it. How about that?
We're going to go straight into that, just like we're going to go into this. And I'm telling you, it's like,
after season
even though we say even though I keep on going to the 2, I'm trying to only say things that are broad. Like,
when you bring up Game of Thrones,
yeah, no, it can go over your head. I'm just saying,
off me, so I don't know if you're saying it for the audience, but
it's
cool for the audience, the people who already seen it.
They definitely probably.
But I'm just keep trying to talk about this show, and we keep for some reason going back to the Game of Thrones.
Because I go into that office saying like I can see how the show is going, like HBO. HBO is known for doing their thing.
Can't. Never mind. Okay. I guess if I saw Game of Thrones, then I can the show
as much as they give it to me. But I add in that everybody. A lot of people
negate what you just said.
A lot of people have watched Game of Thrones already. A lot of.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Only you have not. Yeah. Only between us only two. Me. So a lot of them are probably saying the same stuff I'm saying. Like, yeah. So I mean, I'm just telling
everybody watched Game of Thrones.
Everybody in.
Everybody watched Game of Thrones knows where the show is going.
Nobody knows where it's going, but everybody knows how it's tying in. Like, it's just.
That's it. It's knows how it's tied in. We can't watch the show for what it is and forget about Game of Thrones. That's tough.
You cannot.
All right.
The show is made up because of that.
Glad that I can.
I'm just saying, it's the only meanings for existence for House of Dragons. But because of
gotta let you know, when you and I talk about House of the Dragon, that's like, then you bring in Game of Thrones. That's like me saying, all right, so on Game of Thrones, on House of the Dragon, there's a scene where Daemon was about to fight the crab guy. It was just like the scene in She-Hulk. Where She-Hulk was, it's like me bringing up She-Hulk references. You like, what the fuck are you talking about, She-Hulk?
You say that, and I'll be like, hey, look, I'm gonna just let him get it off. I don't know, but I'm not gonna stop you. I'm gonna let you talk your shit. The people that's listening gonna know what you're talking about.
I'm talking to you. I'm trying to get your words out of it.
Look,
you don't know about She-Hulk. I don't know about Game of Thrones.
The last thing I watched of any of these things probably was. Was something that's not even relevant.
What I was gonna say, what makes sense
Venom.
to me, if I
watch Venom, y'all watch Venom.
If I say, if we talking about this now, like, all right, Daemon did this and this, and this, like, all right, so look, in Game of Thrones, like you said one time, you said there's a redhead witch and stuff like that, and this redhead in this show, people trying to speculate. That makes sense to me. I like that. But like, if you're just saying like, I know where the show is going because I watch Game of Thrones, but then you say, but I don't know where it's going. It's like, why are you saying stuff about Game of Thrones that ain't got nothing to do with this? When stuff does have something to do with it, like that you see something connects. Like, yeah, let's talk about that. Because I ain't seen Game of Thrones.
That's why I think everything I'm saying about it, I think it all connects. It's like I said, about the Red Witch.
Yeah, that's
speculate
cool.
That she's in there.
When I say why you think she's gonna have the baby,
see, I don't want to go. I don't want to start giving up stuff. I don't want to.
I don't care about Game. Everything's spoiled for me for Game of Thrones, man. I'm telling you, I might never watch it in my life. I don't care. You give it up to the people who seen it.
You watch this joint. You watch
the people who. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. 2 years later, after the second season comes out, whatever, we'll see what happens.
Still popping.
If I even finish this one, I don't even know if I'm
watching Sopranos. Sopranos finished airing in like 10 years ago.
But I might not even finish this. We don't even know that yet. But I mean, if you see something directly connecting, or you think
it all directly connects. The chick, she took the elixir. So the chick Alicent, she couldn't have a kid. She tried to have a kid. She didn't have a kid. So I'm like, oh, it just plays out perfect. I'm just giving up.
But that's a guess though. It's still a guess because you don't know if she's gonna have.
But see, I just feel personally, I'm like, all right, I'm trying to still give you leave something for you.
Nah, don't leave nothing for me, man.
So that's
how you want to leave something for me when you the one that showed me all these episodes and stuff like that.
I ain't sure. I show you probably
you came in every the whole
but you
season.
Ain't watched them joints. I know you ain't watch them.
Then Curtis and spoiled some shit for me and had shit playing in the background. Everybody had stuff playing in front of me and like watch this scene.
I had them playing, and your ass was in the back on your phone, like because you didn't want to watch it, so you didn't get it spoiled. So I knew you would be care. Like.
At that point, I didn't care.
So either way, all right. So either way, that's how it always is. I always just try to
everything.
I try to mention stuff to put a little thing here, a little thing there. So then maybe one day when you do watch it, okay. And now we have an actual show that now has to bring you into it that you start watching. So now you are more like, the Targaryens, the Starks, the Lannisters,
It was interesting to see you trying to predict what's going to happen because you saw Game of Thrones. So that's the only interesting
thing. And again, that's just still for fun, I'm like...
Yeah, because you don't know.
The way that show went, I'm like... But, But it's funny because, I don't know, what was that show that
and if you do know...
watch? Yeah.
I was saying, if you do know, and there's something that I don't know, that's cool too.
I don't know nothing. I haven't read no books. I'm not a book reader. I just, No,
if you know something from watching Game of Thrones, you'd be like, oh, they talked about this.
Bro, like really? It probably would have already been regurgitated. Like, the only thing that they have on this show from that show is maybe the witch is the damn...
Just because you got red hair.
The king's...
Queen.
Yeah,
because you got the red hair.
Red hair, blah, blah, blah.
Which... might not be anything.
Oh, yeah, no.
But the speculation is nice to have. Just like you just said, Khaleesi can't have the kids. She got that elixir, which was just sitting there. We don't know what happened yet. And I wonder how much time is going to jump from here to then.
But Khaleesi also can't be burned. And I haven't seen one of these two walk through fire yet. So,
Mm-hmm. Let's pick up that damn knife. I read that shit that was on there. I think that might have something to do with it.
I did see the knife. It was a special knife in the show. I forgot what they used it for. It was some knife with a nice little edge. It's a nice edge to it. It was the same knife. Looked like the same knife that was in that show. But again, I'm looking for stuff like that. I'm looking for connections.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I should be just watching it for, let's see how this is going to turn out. Because even still, this is 200 years. So we have to, these people have to die. They have to have kids. Those kids have to die. Have kids. Those kids have to die. It's just so far in between.
Think they're gonna die in the next season before the next season come up?
Bro, that's why I say.
You never know.
I watched the other show. I had a favorite character. He was the main character. That motherfucker was dead 6 episodes in.
Yeah. 6 episodes
and they were like,
it's fucking knife.
We just gonna move on. But the show, it showed people, and that's probably the biggest thing. That's the reason why a lot of people keep boasting the show is because of the dramatic swings they take you on. They make you feel like it's going this way, and then it completely goes that way, and you're like,
which is great writing. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm saying but
Sopranos, I'm sure did that.
If any, that's what
fucking
good shows should
The Wire,
do that.
I'm sure did that.
The good show should make a good show shouldn't just be You know, like, that would be like comedy. Like Martin was good. It was good from front to end. Boom. We laughed and we laughed at the end. But this joint is like a roller coaster of all, and then obviously is you got to wait till next week for the episode, air, the new episode to air.
How much time is going to jump in this one?
They already did a big jump though.
Are they going to jump 3 years? Is she going to have a baby? Just the next episode just show up?
They already did that with the.
Well, no, I'm saying like that's for the next episode was how much time is going to jump.
See that alone right there.
The only thing I know is in the cast we have an older person playing Rhaenyra.
That's why I said.
So when's that happen?
Right there lets me know that this show is going to do some crazy funky shit to us. Like, and I'm just waiting for it. And it's just like, I know it's coming, but I'm just trying to, I'm one of those people in the movie theater that's like, oh, don't go in there. You about to go in there, ain't you?
Don't go in there.
You did it. You went in there, blah, blah, blah. Like, just loud. Like, but that's what that show made me. Yeah. That's why I just like put all of these expectations on it.
They got pictures up from
this. Why do I hold on, wait, go back to him.
Oh, yeah, he do look like
Come on, man.
He do look like him. Yeah.
Well, people better never hope I work for the FBI.
Oh. Yeah, look like him. What the hell?
I'll find your ass.
Who is that though?
Dog, I it don't say, but
it look like they could be related. Who they look like? They look like the Muppets that be up in the balcony watching the operas. That's the one that gave her the damn elixir, ain't it? My man on the left.
Yeah. That's how all the old white folks look.
With the updo.
Oh.
Tall.
That, I just.
Oh shit! Look at this. Dang, so that's the thing, man. I already told you how I like the set design and the fucking wardrobe and shit on this show. I'm like, why y'all build this all around this damn chair that seem to be giving you leprosy, man? Get this fucking chair out of here. The chair scabbing you all up and shit.
Yeah. Huh? See, that's why it's crazy how it.
Oh, what they do to my
But
man?
they had it. I forgot what it was. Even in this show, they show like it was all the swords. They were all scattered around, but they all were molded to that chair.
Yeah.
But I guess for that they cleared it up and made it the chair that we know of as the.
I mean, it was still swords over there. Oh. It just the table was in front of it, blocking it. She got some. Look at the garb. She posing for that one. All right.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah, her man, this lady. Go ahead, we'll take my daughter.
She's conniving.
Huh?
She's conniving as hell.
Yeah, she's the one that was saying something to it. Is that his throne? Oh.
Look at that shit.
What in the? Oh shit! We get to see some of his kingdom. All right, some new characters. She gonna die. So no, I don't care for him. Who are these? Oh, swashbuckling asses. Why they do my man like that?
Look at his shit is just. You gotta look at his. Oh. You gotta look up at his older characters though.
Who that?
Reese, not him. Him, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Reese. What's his name? Is Reese something?
I wish. I'll tell you right here. It is Reese fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish. It's just. He seems sincere. He came to him about the news of Daemon. I think he was trying to just still cancel Daemon out, but he wanted the king to know about it. It's like he killed the messenger type of thing. You know what I mean? But I guess he was kind of slightly conniving and shit too. Was this the first one they showed? You sure this ain't just a prom?
She definitely getting married.
Oh, shady shit. What they talking about?
He still.
It's his daughter though. So. Oh.
Give him milk of the puppy.
Yeah, he said he pimped his daughter out. She was like, "What you talking about? Get in there. Go make sure the king alright." But make sure the king is alright.
Forced marriages. What did we say about forced marriages?
What is on the damn? Oh, what? We don't care.
How you feel about forced marriage?
I said I don't even want agreeable marriages. So
volunteer.
Yeah, we ain't really talking about. What you want to say about forced marriages? You got something to say about it?
I mean, nah, not really, but
yeah. That's a segue into that. We're gonna start talking about forced marriage, first day marriage. It's a shot of the day right here.
I feel like now if she's
going down,
if she's forced to be married to somebody, she's the bridge between that family and hers. So I think like the queen would lose some of her little. She don't even really have power. She's just like, you know. Mm-hmm. I feel.
That's what she's. Remember when they were little, they were talking about that. The queen is just to lay around and throw the babies out or whatever. No, throw the babies out. But that's why she's saying she don't want to get married and get pregnant and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just to be a damn refrigerator for kids and shit. But now, say she does. Man, I don't know.
So she keep the baby. All right, so if she keep the baby, she give with this dude, have the child. Sir Crispy's.
What's those people's names though?
And then don't start quizzing me on this. You talking about the family here? Yeah. Don't quiz me on that. But we'll get the answer because you know we on the gym and jam. Who is Graham McTarbridge? Oh, that's the guy who was just looking at. All right, so she get the baby. And she say it's his. Is she queen to him now? And they have their own. They starting something like you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying because he's the king where he is. Oh no, he's not the king, right?
No,
there's only one king. So what the fuck is he? What is his rank or whatever? That's what I gotta learn. I was 3 episodes in, or whatever, 4 episodes, and I still ain't even fucking got their damn rank down. Is this him here?
Yeah. Only black
Valerian?
Guy. Only black guy on the show. Yeah, so...
I keep thinking about the big dudes. So the Valerian don't have a king. Because they're just like, I guess what you would consider like, not governor, but governor or secretary of state type of thing.
Just or from what I know about the show, like how Valeria was, but that was like a really sneaky innuendo in the show of Game of Thrones.
The show. He could just take Game of Thrones.
No, because
I ain't gonna get upset.
It's a part when she's like going around, you know, she's going around trying to like make her own kingdom and build up her own empire.
In Game of Thrones.
In Game of Thrones, Khaleesi, and she goes to these people and she goes to buy the Dothraki. And the Dothraki are, you know, the fucking child soldiers, the people that were like, you know, they're slaves, blah, blah, blah. But the people that
own them
were Valerian.
Right.
So they're speaking their tongue, blah, blah, blah.
They're not black, though.
And they're talking all this shit in front of her.
But they're not black? Huh? They're not black with white hair?
No. And then like as they done talking this shit, they're like, you know, I would bend her over and make her my bitch and all this. They're saying that not knowing she knows the fucking language, and then she speaks it and was like,
I remember that scene.
My blah blah blah, we're Valerian. My people are Valerian.
Yeah.
So they little goddamn things that just like you know.
So that's what I was asking. So like, if they got married,
it definitely would make more sense.
Kids, she would just be ruler of that area, the Valerian area.
But they are like, you know, obviously 200 years later, Valerians are fucking basically non-existence, and they're not a threat to the West.
Yeah. So you think?
So that
like
would definitely make sense.
What do you call it? She could have been some type of disruptor in that, because if she became a power in that, like, you know, because this guy's gonna grow up.
Oh yeah,
they're both gonna grow up. The dad's gonna die off. He's gonna be king.
Probably gonna die off too.
If he dies, then she becomes queen.
Right. Of Valeria.
Yeah. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Valeria? Is that?
Well, she said my people speak Valerian. Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's gonna like assume. So she's gonna start her own little thing. She's gonna come back and then fuck dad up. No.
But the dad, Khaleesi's dad, was the Mad King.
Mm-hmm.
So
the Mad King.
Yeah. And I don't know if he was Valerian or whatever the fuck.
So the Mad King.
It's all these new.
So you don't know that.
There's a lot of all these puzzles just keep coming kind of
closer. Could the Mad King be introduced in this?
That I don't think so.
Because you said her dad. Oh, you said her dad is right.
Khaleesi's dad.
Her dad, not her granddad.
Yeah.
No, okay.
The whole part about Khaleesi was that her family was taken off of the throne. Her dad, obviously. So she's trying to get back to the throne. But however, her dad got the throne is because of potentially things that happen here.
Really?
Because if they get married...
Oh, so they never spoke about... Or they did speak about how her dad got to the throne? They just never showed nothing? Or they never even said how her dad got to the throne?
I don't think so. They don't... Yeah. But, it's always been a whole thing. The whole show has been... the whole show kicks off about the events.
Yeah.
The fucking... Mad King got killed by the Kingslayer. Then,
the Kingslayer.
Blah, blah, blah. Baratheon took over. Baratheon, blah, blah, blah. So...
It's a lot of years.
Yeah, but either way, though, she was sent off. Like, her and her brother were sent off away because of whatever war had happened. Mm-hmm. So something's going to happen, and something is going to happen after that, which makes them get sent off.
They slowed it down for season 2.
Yeah, I think season 2 is going to start really bringing in all the berries. But either way, whatever this is right here, this is the start of all of that.
It has to be. Because she's getting that power that she wants.
And I'm thinking that...
Or she didn't want, but she's going to have to get...
She's going to have that power. But these are bringing their families together. So it might be something like an agreement, like marry your daughter to my son... And make my son heir or something like, some shit.
Oh, make my son heir. Ooh.
Like, they're not just going to, like, marry him up. There's going to be some sort of intangibles.
But that still shows, he wanted them to marry the daughter. He wanted the king to marry the daughter so that they can be connected anyway. Yeah. Like, in their armies and to show that, they stand as one unit and shit like that too.
So, yeah, if anything happens.
Somebody lock that down.
She going to kill her goddamn best friend.
I was like, what if the fucking Damon tried to kill his nephew and shit? Like, all right, look, she over there now. Ain't no way I can't manipulate her into us. Now nephew got to go.
That sounds right. The king gonna die. Her dad and brother's gonna die, and then somebody's gonna like vote. He's gonna probably die in the same battle, and they're gonna vote her to be the freaking.
I want to see them go to war, and then Damon just like starts stabbing his own. Like he gonna stab him up and stab up. No, stab him up and stab up him too. Get him.
But see, they've already made him to be a fucking crazy ass person. You see, he brought the bull half body out. Like,
yeah, what happened in there? Was that even necessary? They probably stabbed him. Was like, yeah, and then he died. He ripped him fuck up.
Brought out his casings and shit.
Crab Dude gonna have his own spinoff series too.
Oh.
How he became the rule. How he came to rule.
I was like, what type of shit is going on here? What y'all doing with this crab stuff?
Shit. And with a simp versus Pimp.
Somebody that sympathizes?
Ooh. A simpleton. A simpleton. You brung that up before. A simpleton. We know what a simpleton is.
I heard that from fucking this show. Well, not Game of Thrones.
Well, you saying that's the proper grammar that they use back in the day?
Oh, yeah. Proper English.
We know a simpleton is...
darn... there's a lot of politically correct words.
It's the graphic I made.
This guy.
Simp versus Pimp.
Is in here taking pictures and shit.
That ain't what we gonna be doing now. But
you gotta take one of these where you fucking
you see me there. Oh, I might be dancing with her. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, who'd you plotting back there? Yes. I'm gonna do that. You gonna see me dancing with her. In the backdrop there. I'm gonna do it. Yes. You just gave me out there for my thing right there. It's happening. It's going down. I'm saving this right now. That was up. Cause I'm trying to talk with you episode by episode, so
yeah,
we need to keep this episode by episode. So
it's
next,
hard.
So it's come out 18th, so it's come out Sunday.
We gonna have a fucking break.
We can't. Yeah, damn, that's right. We ain't getting there.
We gonna have
yeah, you going to Vegas, man? We gonna
give 2 episodes after that.
We'll give y'all a little bit of we'll give y'all do a Vegas vlog.
Oh, next episode could be it won't be like one of these. You can do like a running gun, a guerrilla style podcast. in the room and shit while we dead tired.
Well, I don't want to do that. I like just yawning and shit. Nah, that shit got to be doing quality stuff. I don't want to get nobody. That's why I ain't go out this time too. I was like, man, I ain't going out there. Come back all tired and ain't even coherent. Simp versus pimp. Simping and pimp. You said the last time you don't know what a simp is.
Simple God. No,
what's a simpleton? See, now it says simp, a silly or foolish person.
Well, what is simpleton then?
I'm sure that's the same thing. Well, there's probably more to it in simpleton. Let me see. Simpleton. You don't need definitions. Oh, simpleton, a foolish or gullible person. Yeah, gullible is more towards what the slang is, because the slang, even got a slang definition. It said a simp is an internet slang term for describing someone who shows excessive sympathy and attention towards another person, typically who does not reciprocate the same feelings. In pursuit of affection and blah, 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 blah.
It sounded like they were saying this person was mentally incapable.
Someone who does way too much for a person they like. This behavior is known as simping. It's carried towards a variety of targets, including celebrities and politicians. Yeah.
Simp.
Like people the guys who are...
That word to get you in some fights.
Oh, well, yeah. Sure, yeah.
Motherfucking simp.
Simp began to have the connotation of someone being soft and overly sympathetic in the 80s when it was used by West Coast rappers such as Huge MC, EMC, Too Short, and E40. 99, the term was used when 3 6 Mafia songs sipping on some syrup as an antonym for pimp.
What the fuck?
As an antonym for pimp, so it's supposed to be the opposite of a pimp. So yeah, way back then, it started in fucking the 80s, and then 99, and you know, you've been using it.
I've never heard of this.
It's the West Coast, clearly all those West Coast rappers you just see. Yeah, West Coast rapper, Too Short, E40, you know that. So
simp.
Mm-hmm. The word has been used by some fan communities who call themselves simps for a celebrity figure. Yeah. But yeah, so Twitch ban. What the fuck? Anyway.
What is pimp?
You know, if you look up pimp. Pimp is apparently pimp is what to get you 30 years.
Searching that shit just get you 10.
Searching get you about 5 weeks in the pen. I'm like, hold on, what you talking about? Nah, we saw you typed in pimp. Procuring prostitution. They don't even let you type in the word pimp. It's just procuring or pandering.
Fucking
is the facilitation, the provision of a prostitute or other sex worker in the arrangement of a sex act with a customer.
That sound like a goddamn
bar. A procurer, colloquially called a pimp, if male, or madam if female, or a brothel keeper, is an agent for prostitutes who collects part of their earnings. The procurer may receive this money in return for advising services, physical protection, or for providing and possibly monopolizing a location where prostitutes may solicit clients. Like prostitution, the legality of certain actions of a madam or pimp vary from one region to the next.
I like that brothel keeper. That joint
fucking brothel keeper.
Sound like I'm in the cut. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I got
rooms. These people, they hang out in their room. I just ask for rent.
I just asked for rent. Oh.
I ain't in your way. I ain't in that way.
So how you feel about the guys who, let me not say guys, how you feel about this whole simping thing as far as like, they say people, what is it? They give too much without being reciprocated. I've seen people getting taken advantage of course, that's a thing. And stuff like that. But I mean, this word
simps
coming up more and more nowadays. Like you said, you never heard of it. You heard me say it. Now you've heard of it.
Yeah.
You've heard of it because I've heard of it. I've heard of it because other people have heard of it. But do you think it's an issue? Like, not an issue, but do you think it's pretty fucked up already?
Yeah.
What am I trying to ask you here? I'm trying to ask you like,
upon.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers is simps. I'm just trying to use it in some sort of sense. Like God, motherfucker say it. Motherfucking simp.
Motherfucking simp.
Bitch. Just throw all the hardest words at it.
I would think, I don't know. Like, You think it got a double standard? Let me ask you that. I wonder.
It probably do. Because I think, it's just like anybody calling somebody something. Yeah. They obviously have been called it for a minute, and then they could flip it for something to be like, not as degrading or whatever. Mm. And then now we have two meanings of it, and then that would leave the person that's completely out of it like, oh, I didn't know it was just like I don't know that it was that. I thought it was like way, simpleton. Simpleton, yeah. As I heard it before, was somebody that was dumb.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way,
uneducated. or whatever.
Well, I guess I don't mean that strongly. As like dumb, but it gullible is gullible, is strong.
The fucking simp. Damn, see, it just sound fucked up when you really take it there. Like
fucking simp.
But then, what if it's the most coolest shit ever? Like,
it's not. We already know what the slang means. It's not the coolest shit ever. Being gullible. You remember anybody that you were a simp for back in the day?
That I was a simp for.
Yeah, like you was giving so much to this girl because you liked her, and even though she wasn't reciprocating it. Like you know now that she wasn't reciprocating it, but you was like, yeah, here, take this. I got you this hair. I got you these flowers. I bought you these shoes.
Man, I remember this girl. I was like fantasizing for. I was a motherfucking simp.
Oh,
I fucking rode. I like back in the day. Remember you were like if you like I was riding my bike and then I seen her. So then I'm like, I hop off my bike. Now I'm walking my bike with her, and we talking, and I'm just so happy that she talking to me.
Oh,
that this motherfucker that was with me a couple minutes ago caught up to me and was like, "Oh, you walking with such and such? Hey, what's going on?" And then they start walking, and this motherfucker asked me to hold his bike. So I hold his bike, and I'm walking my bike and his bike while he talking to her. Now he talking to her, I'm not talking. I'm walking two bikes. I'm like, I was a motherfucking simp. Man, and I walk with that. Back in the day, we talking. This is the 90s, late 90s, definitely late 90s. We walked for miles. This wasn't no walk around the block like today.
So I think. I'm thinking. I don't know.
Motherfucker.
So I don't remember. Simp. I mean, probably plenty of people out there that could correct me. I'm trying to think. I don't remember giving so much to somebody. Shit, I ain't have much to give. So I don't remember giving so much. Like time is important to me. I remember giving so much and then like someone not reciprocating. I do remember giving and then someone not reciprocating. I'm like, all right. But I do remember giving my time. And then it not being reciprocated, like the time not really being reciprocated. I remember that, but not like money and flowers and stuff like that. But time is enough. Time could be enough to give. But I remember I had crushes, of course. I wrote a 4-page fucking poem to somebody in red ink and shit. And I remember that. So that was my time and talent. Here you go. He said, I was a motherfucking
See, now what would
those are my low key crushes? What would your
today self say to that self?
Oh no, it's good. I'm
You happy about that? Yeah. Like you would be like encouraging.
I'm glad that because I had a crush and I was like,
nah,
I couldn't really talk to her. That's the thing. It's like I liked her so much, but I didn't even know her. So it's like, but I think it was healthy for me to write that poem, and even not healthy. It was healthy to write the poem, but like, good to pass that milestone, that courage to get the courage enough to do it. Because I was like scared to death, and I was like, yo, here you go, and I gave it to her. I don't know what was going to happen from it, but then in hindsight, the only thing in hindsight, I think that was like empathizing for her, like, this weird nigga just gave me this motherfucking poem. But I think she was feeling me a little bit, but that could just be me. I think she was feeling me just like a little bit.
Yeah.
But, we in high school, and there's high school politics and bullshit that, I wasn't giving a fuck about. Still don't know how the hell I became fucking, what do you call that shit? Prom king or whatever. I'm like, oh, who the fuck voted? Or I don't know what the hell happened. I was eating my spaghetti. And then nigga just tapped me on my shoulder, and I was like, what the fuck? I thought Chuck that somebody was going to be fucking, I thought like, whoever was on the football team, one of them guys.
You, Chuck?
What? Going to the prom together?
And
Kelly,
yeah.
Yeah, they went to prom together, yeah. But, yeah, I don't look back at, like, with the shit that I did with girls, I don't really regret that, because I think I had to go through it in order to get to be me or whatever, you know what I mean?
Hey, yeah.
I remember this one time. But she was my girlfriend, I guess, at the time. And it's like Valentine's Day coming up. Marcus I remember too. And Marcus that nigga was cracking the fuck up. Like yeah, he was me, Mo, and J Mike. And we went to oh yeah, shout out to Ball. Marcus. Mark. Get your hair cut. What is this thing? Get your hair did, get your hair cuts. Get your hair cuts at his shop in Philly.
Man, niggas cut hair, Mark, man. You know, back in Philly, man, a million motherfuckers could cut hair. Dog.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, that was the hustle. I mean, you got motherfuckers out there. Everybody could rap and cut hair. That's what niggas was doing. Cut hair. Rapping and cutting hair, and unless you was drinking and
graffiti.
Yeah, oh hip hop.
Just get in trouble.
Yeah. But Valentine's Day, we had my mom's crib. Mom's is out the house and everything. We had my spot, and they all bring the ladies over and stuff. And I got my new girl, I guess she is. And I don't know if Ma and I don't think Marcus and J Mike. I don't know if they had girlfriends or who they had with them, but I think everybody was passing out like Valentine's Day gifts and shit. And I got this girl this big ass fucking, it was like a statue. And I'm like, it was some statue, it was like this damn big and shit. And I was like, this all glass and heavy. I was like, here you bought this big ass statue. It was like red. I think it was like red or black. And it was like these two bodies molded together, and it was like too much, man. It was so much going on. It was like, and I was like, yeah. So I got you this statue. You know what I mean, it's just like a symbol of our connection and shit like that. Yo, I was a romantic little bastard, man. And I got her that, and I think I might have wrote her something too, but I didn't give her the writings. I was like, I'm gonna give her that later, cause she's not writing songs and shit. Yeah. So I gave her that, and she was like, oh, thank you. You know, and like this is what I saw on that day. I saw, oh, thanks, oh yeah, appreciate it, thank you, I love it, and everything. She gave me a kiss. Later on, Ma was like cracking the fuck up, and he was like, Nate, when you gave her that statue, man, I don't know what you saw in her face, but all I saw, she was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this shit? Why the fuck and Mom was like, yo, my nigga, how long you be going out with her, my nigga? And I was like, I think I probably was going out with her like 2 weeks or some shit too, man. Damn. I got this big ass statue with this hard ass statement. I be coming in thick, boy. I was a fucking hopeless romantic. I came in thick with it. I was like, yeah, so I got this symbol of the mom. I was like, you doing too fucking much? I was like, I felt bad as shit. I felt like a fucking simp. Looking back, but I was like, that's the only thing that I look back and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have gave her that shit.
Damn, how did you get it?
And it was, I bought it, man.
With what money?
I had money, nigga. What you talking about? You know, my little hustles in high school. I used to draw shit. I do any type of thing. But
when I think about money back then, I just think of like, man, yeah, money. Scraps.
And plus, I always had those school programs that we talked about. Yeah. Not swiping rocks, but I was. He wasn't swiping rocks over there, but
I must have been the only one swiping rocks, because I ain't had no goddamn money.
But I did. I don't know if you did. You know I would draw shit for money and stuff like that in school.
Probably towards the end.
I did a lot. Like I would hustle sunglasses, candy, all type of shit. So it was that first trip to New York when they took out New York. And that guy was like, I saw the sunglasses that everybody in school had, and I seen them glasses, and they was like a box of a dozen of them. And the guy was like $12. I was like, oh shit, because people was buying these things for like $25 and stuff. And I was like, $12. I was like, I spent the last $25 I had on 2 boxes of those, brought it back to school, and I sold them. I was like, what I tell them? I was like a pair for $7 or 2 for $10. So I just like. Gave him 2 for 10, and I paid $1 each because there's a dozen. Yeah. And I was like, where is the fuck? And because it's an entrepreneur, like course that me and Chuck took, and he's like showing us the wholesale district. And since he had connects there, we was able to buy shit wholesale. And I didn't know what the fuck wholesale was. All I know is I'm buying these for $1 each and selling them for $5 each, basically. Because nobody bought one. They were like, all right, here go $10. And like I would do shit like that. And then I started learning how to order it, and I ordered some shit. and I order a bulk of candy, sell the candy. Whatever it takes to get that girl that statue. So I was a fucking
that goddamn statue.
I'm at the button. I was a fucking
got it in the mail.
That's my simp story, I guess. He got it in the mail. No, I put that straight out the store. I walked home and everything, wrapped it all up and all. I didn't know until Maul told me later, and then J Mike confirmed. He's like, yo, she was looking like she ain't know what the fuck to do with that. He's like, yo, what was you doing? The Maul started.
I can only imagine.
He started talking about me. I don't know if he remember that shit, but the both of them started laughing at me and shit. And I was like, hey, man. And because I was only with her like for fucking 10 days or something like that. It just so happened Valentine's Day was coming up, and I was like, well, Valentine's Day, I got to make it a big thing maybe for her.
But see,
Valentine's Day wasn't even my day, but I figured she would appreciate it.
But see,
my romantic maturity was too big for them.
Strong.
I don't know.
She was
That's
not
why I tell myself.
on point. That's why when they say guys are not, we ain't on par with them. See, a lot of motherfuckers be in that situation, and like we'll go out and think of the grandest thing or something, just like something that shows my interest in my heart towards you, and they'll say, get your fucking simp ass out of here.
Yeah.
And then we're those guys. Meanwhile, they like guys that, bitch.
Well, and I'm thinking,
go get my goddamn cornbread or something dumb. I don't know.
But I'm thinking, because we say girls, you know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, when you look at like a woman though, like do you figure that'd be the same?
Well, yeah, it's after all of that time and all of that opposite of simp shit. Then they want to get all fucking romantic after they start watching their shows, and they're like, "Oh, I want a guy that brings me a fucking,
that's like later in life,
vase or something, yeah." And then by the time we like
the statue,
then you like, motherfucker, I tried to give you this shit in high school.
Shit.
Oh, I didn't want to go there.
So what?
No.
Oh, you about to go somewhere in high school? Yeah. They still in your life?
Man, but no, that's always that's always the case. Just like Will Smith. What's the girl? What's her name? A damn DJ. That was like Will Smith wasn't too gangster for her and shit. So that's why she ain't give him a chance. Spinderella.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, damn. Look, that was your joint right there. You had it.
Yeah.
But hey, I guess being a simp ain't too bad. Because we all, I could definitely say I was the simp ass motherfucker. So, being all nice.
But the thing, it wasn't reciprocated?
Hell no. Like, dog, I remember, I mean, probably my main, and probably the most story was definitely like, when my mom, she didn't want me going to Shaw Middle School, which was in our neighborhood in Southwest. That school was a middle school that had fucking metal detectors. The windows was wire, metal boarded up, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm a movie somewhere where y'all gonna have a better education. Take me to freaking Sharon Hill and shit. Fucking y'all niggas was damn near the same. But just had white people there.
Yeah, but the same.
Man, I remember leaving down there and I'm like, all right, now I'm in the middle school. Yeah. The first white girl I saw, dog, I was in love with this chick. I was like,
what's her name? No, find you all on social media nowadays.
No, the age that we are, it'd be good because most of these motherfuckers, we getting old, so most of these motherfuckers dying or whatever. So but this motherfucker's still around.
All right.
But I was like, dog, I'm in freaking love with this girl, dog. You don't know. I come from, even being in Philly, I've been around like a lot of the schools that I went to. I've been around a lot of people, but most of them been, pretty much black. But that was for sure enough. It was a 50% black, 50% white. But this white girl, dog, I was like, oh, this chick like one of them people I see on TV. Man, I fucking this the first, and that's probably the first note that I can remember to date. I was like, I wrote this chick a note, all of this stuff, just like, and I was everything. I went all the way into whatever it was about how I liked her, how her hair was moving, all of this stuff.
Her hair was moving.
Bro, oh yeah, I was.
That's why we wrote fucking songs later.
Right? And I went all the way to that, and at the end, I was like, so circle yes or no. And then me saying circle yes or no was the I got it off. Like, I threw it away. It's just like when you was mentioning yours, I was thinking like, that's like the story Jamie Foxx was saying, motherfucker be in the club, you may not be able to beat this motherfucker, but I'm going to watch him from afar, and then I'm going to just sneak throw this one motherfucking... I'm going to get this shit off. And that shit was like my whole heart was... I took my heart out and gave it to this person and just waited for them to be like...
Well, that's what I'm saying. The courage to do that.
Man. Fucking motherfucker.
So what happened at the end?
This motherfucker circled no like a motherfucker, dog.
She gave it back to you, or?
Yep. And then I had to walk behind her. Oh. Simp.
Hold up. And then I had to walk behind her, you said?
I had to walk behind her and look at this dumbass circle. No. Motherfucker.
Look at this dumbass circle.
And like I was thinking about you, and when you were saying yours, like if your older self was there, you could be like in the corner, like, "Hey, dog." That was probably not the right. And I would be like me. I would be walking with me.
Oh, for the statue thing, yeah. For the 4-page poem.
Well, yeah, you was good with the poem.
She was the biggest crush I've ever.
Simp on me and shit.
Simp. But she was the biggest crush I had in high school. Oh, and I was like, God. If I don't say something to her, just express how I feel, I'm not gonna like be able to. I'm gonna have some regrets. And I was like, I ain't doing that. I was like, Nate, just do it the best you could do. 4-page poem. If this don't show you, that I'm interested, then nothing will. It might creep you out. I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck I wrote. I know it was dope. I didn't make a copy of it or nothing. And so I just gave it to her. I didn't get it back. I don't even remember if she even responded or anything like that. And I remember telling her that too. I like, you ain't got to say nothing. Just want you to know how I feel. There you go. And I just like left it at that. And ended up seeing her later, like working at the mall or something like that. Nothing ever like sparked. Because I was never... In my brain, it was like, whenever I would approach somebody or like start talking to a girl or something like that, my brain would like fast forward, like, where's this going to go? Is it going to go anywhere? Do you even want it to go anywhere? No. And my shit would just shut it down. That's why when we go out to the clubs, I was like, I'm going to get a number or something like that. I'm like, yeah, she hot, she dope. Yeah, let me get her number. And in my brain, when I leave the club, or if I'm been drinking and like fully sober, or if I've just been at the club dancing and I get the number, I'll just be like, I'm not doing nothing with this. I ain't got time for this.
Damn.
I just start thinking about all the drama, all the time it's going to be coming.
All hit you in the back.
Yeah, and I was like, why'd I even get the number? Why am I wasting people's time? And then I'm like, well. And then I go to the club again. Yeah, having fun, dancing with the girl. All right, what's your name? All right, I wonder if I give you a call sometime. Blah, blah. All right, thank you. All right, yeah, I'll let you. Delete. What am I doing? I'm not calling her, and then I gotta drive out here and make time. And then
that was just a social thing back then, It was all about. Let's see remember that? Let's see how many numbers we can get tonight.
But I think I would have really if I'd have, I don't know, it would have been weird if I'd have got with her now. Like me thinking about if I would have got with her at that time, like a lot of people thought I was doing a lot of shit that I was not doing in high school, man. Maybe that's why I became proud. Anyway.
They thought I was.
There was a perception of me
in high school. I was quiet.
It was like 5 different perceptions of me. A lot of people thought I was fucking all these people. Somebody else thought I was not fucking a lot of people, and somebody else was saying I'm a nerd. This person thinking I was like the coolest. Cause I was like fucking with everybody. I was fucking with the jocks, the goths, the geeks. Damn sure fucking with the geeks,
I had motherfucking Mark Brown on my damn side.
Yeah, so you had it. That was like Mark Brown.
That was hey man, they used to be like
Mark Brown. Sure, he had some moments.
No,
actually, no.
I wouldn't even say.
Hey, I'm about to say. I can't even say. I was just about to say.
I was just about to correct myself.
He
would just look at people. And shit. Goddamn, this nigga would just. hey, did you? He was that guy that, hey, you see what she had on today? Like, God damn, he would tell you what everybody had on, and I'd be like, damn, now I got to think about this until I go see it.
Shoelaces, she had the pink laces on today. You ain't see the pink laces? Laces, nigga, what?
Man, no, that girl, though.
He ain't even make the attempt to be a simp. So.
She made me feel bad as shit, because I think at the same time, I think I heard them say something on my clothes. And, I can't, I'm coming from Philly, so our style is a little bit different than it was out there.
Hell yeah.
So I had this whole, I had this brown ass fucking 2-piece, I had the shirt and the pants. And the pants, they were brown, but I had these like little cuts of purple. Little slices of purple without the shit. I look like an R&B singer from back in the day.
Where are these pictures at, nigga?
And they were like,
Where are the pictures at?
Oh, man, that shit. I hope it ain't no picture of that shit. But that shit, they were like, do you see his brown?
Oh.
I was like, back then I ain't have no, I was just,
I wish we was
a wholehearted kid. I ain't know shit. But guess what? If I had my mentality now, I'd be like, these bitches don't know. They gonna catch a goddamn school buck to the back of their head after saying all of this shit and bitch circling no on me and shit. I was like, and the whole time through that whole experience, dog, I had to watch this chick walk the halls, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like...
Oh, you went day one? Like early in the year?
That was probably like week 2 of high school.
Oh.
Or middle school, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Middle school.
Hey, so, I wish you was in our... I wish you was in the same grade.
Y'all was a grade ahead of me and shit. Damn. I was a simp ass motherfucker, man. Damn. Bitch.
Now.
Then I just seen her recently in a picture.
Oh man.
Dog, we fucking 40 years old, dog, and I'm still on this chick. Like,
you have to bleep that out. But
oh my God.
You where is it? You what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was about to get into dangerous territory. Because the flip side. No, it's not. Well, the flip side is.
Flip side
is the pimp. And I was gonna say. Now you see all the shit that ran through your head. We can't really even talk about some of this shit that we fucking you know what I mean?
It would be a knock.
Oh my God. Yeah, like so you remember on the date of August 22nd, 2000 or whatever the fuck it was. In the back of whose house was it when y'all was and who paid what to who? Man. Let's get J Mike in here for the
statute of limitations.
Oh yeah, they probably are going. But yeah, we had some pimp days too. So
man,
I'm trying to think of how you even skirt around the fucking topic. We might not even go into. Let me think if we could. There were some times when we met some people, and we. And you touched it.
Yeah.
You didn't touch it. He's like, I didn't touch it. Yeah, man.
That's what I told him.
Gave that chick a statue. Now I gotta think about that shit all fucking day. No, that statue shit was funny.
How long we on for?
To it. Shit. We did, good 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh, that's probably the average.
I mean, that's why I chopped this shit up, man.
You got to
3 hours and shit. But pimping and simping. Yeah. Nowadays, if you so boldly want to, would you say that you be more in the simp category or the pimp category? You gotta answer that. It leans more towards pimp for both of us, I think.
As all of us, because we are.
I can't say all men.
I think everybody. Well, no. I think we are both.
I think you. I speaking for you and I. People that we like, our homies, because
when I do too much,
because of how we were in middle school or whatever that was, and what we learned.
Yeah, no.
Even because of how our parents were and shit. Like I said, lean more towards. We get less. We get taken advantage of less, and
we become more.
Yeah, not that we're taking advantage of others, but it's like we are not being taken advantage of, which is, I guess, a simp mentality. so we won't allow ourselves to be taken advantage of.
Right. No, but
I guess it wouldn't lean to. That's why I said last time I'm neither one.
Yeah. No, but that's why I was saying. Like, I think everybody, after a while. At first, I think you're obviously. I mean, I would like to say people are simps first before they're pimps, and then going through that takes you to the other side, and then you learn how to, stay balanced or stay more so to the other side.
Because we raised a certain way, then we all. We got uncles and shit. I know I got uncles who. Through the pimp mentality in me earlier than later. Oh yeah. I just I'm my own person, so I'm like, but I'm romantic. I gotta give her flowers, man. Gotta be no flowers.
I'm gonna be a man till I die. That's gonna be that. And, I'm gonna hopefully help raise them in that same step.
I see, just like when you said that you're simp first, so it's like I think it's like that with. I guess what I say why like even people like older like men. Nowadays still like simps or whatever.
Some niggas use it
because maybe they never had crushes or they never got a chance to express themselves to their crush. Now if they get opportunity to do that, it's like the first of it, and so it's like it takes them back emotionally to like, oh, this is the first. I got to do everything I can, like 40-year-old virgin type of thing. You know something? You know what I mean? It's like I'm acting like a simp. I kind of hate this fucking term. Yeah, but like I'm acting like a simp because, this is the first opportunity I get to do this. And maybe no one ever expressed or told him like it ain't gotta be done like this. And I think it's a self-esteem thing too. It's tied into that. Yeah. So you can build up your self-esteem and stuff like that. Because if you got stronger self-esteem, then you wouldn't be doing but so much, and you understand like, oh, it's not being reciprocated. Don't be taken advantage of. It goes for the males and females. That type of thing. But yeah, because it could be. I don't want to name no names. I was about to say somebody's name. Yeah, I think you already know what I'm talking about. But but yeah, so like one of our homies. Yeah, so like somebody could get taken advantage of because they've never had those emotions before, and that's what people will prey on. Like
Jesus Christ,
men and women. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That motherfucker got a chick that married the dude.
Power Rangers and shit.
Married the dude so he could take care of her kids while she go off. And man, if I knew this word back then, I'd be like, you simp
If I knew this word back then.
Motherfucker, you. But I think, though, like, a lot of us, especially us men, though, and I think it's probably the same way on both sides, men and women, but I think for men, when we get older, it's like we start going back to that because you don't want to be the old guy, to being more simp than, but then it's like, because then you kind of need more. You kind of, need assistance, motherfuckers get old and shit. When you fucking 80, dog,
80 and
you have a 80-year-old fucking stroke and all of this stuff, and you need somebody to help wipe your ass.
You gotta be a simp for her. You gotta be a simp to get somebody to wipe your ass.
But, a woman ain't gonna wipe no simp ass. She gonna wipe a pimp. Just so happen to be in the simp mode.
Oh.
She ain't gonna wipe no simp. Ain't no simp gonna. Ain't nobody gonna.
There ain't no in between.
Ain't nobody gonna sympathize on no simp.
Sympathize on no wiping the ass of a simp.
So I feel like we all. It's just a matter of where you at in life and where you at.
This is why I when I first was talking to somebody about the slang word, about the word simp, I don't want it to be confused with somebody who's treating the woman right, someone who is being romantic, someone who's being open and stuff like that. Because, like, just being romantic and treating the fucking woman or person with respect, whoever
that's
it is.
That's just a normal.
Yeah, I think that's just being a man. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm neither one. I mean, I'm giving time and attention and stuff like that.
With respect.
No, I'm neither one as far as a simp or a pimp.
Yeah.
Because a simp would be somebody that's just giving and giving and giving. It's not being reciprocated, but the person's taking and you're not getting nothing back.
Yeah.
I'll give, and then here go like 20.
Oh yeah.
I got to get at least 8 to 10 back or something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I need the interest.
But sometimes I can't even give 20. That's the thing. I'm just so fucking busy. try to be productive in other.
You gotta give a little percentage. But that's everything. I mean, a percentage could be just if we talking on a like how it is scaled out. Like a text is a percentage. A phone call is a bigger percentage. You know, a hookup that's a big percentage. So now you know you're invested.
Yeah, if you're hooking up with somebody, then you know that is a level. But then it's like, all right, so I'm gonna buy your car because I kissed you. Like, hold on, whoa.
Well, then, look here, we got to take a look at these terms and agreements.
You done jumped to 50, and we still trying to go 20 to 30. But,
what type of pimp are you, motherfucker? Like,
oh, no.
Jumping the gun. Yeah. You went from a simp to pimp on me.
I know guys that claim pimp because they bought girls' stuff and got, like, kissed or something like,
And I think that's low-key, back then we would look at it as that. No, motherfucker,
that's what it
was. Yeah, you done gave all this shit up, and only got that to account for.
Yeah, shit.
Meanwhile,
you're gonna give me a kiss, I give him some bubblicious. Yeah, you give him some candy.
Man.
But yeah, so bottom line, that's the bottom line is that they're murky gray in between.
And that's a good life to live. They're murky gray.
Being respectful.
For some romantic. Hot pink. I mean, yeah.
All right. What you say? I got caught off from saying shit like that. Being respectful for some hot pink. Just do it. Yeah, man. Hey, bottom line.
Yeah.
Be respectful overall. Shit. That's it. Respect. Treat motherfuckers how you want to be treated. That shit ain't nobody gonna listen to that. This world's fucked.
Man, ain't nobody treating nobody like that. Meanwhile, you got guys out there being want to be treated, boy. Motherfuckers bringing roses, bringing flowers, texting good morning every day.
Yeah. And
then there's some dude named Jody putting her head in between the goddamn mirror.
Oh yeah,
and banging it out.
Yeah,
between that and leaving
the mattress in the wall and shit.
And he come over for that. They drop the pants, boom, that, and he gone. See you later. You doing all this dumbass good morning text and roses and how you doing, queen, and all of this dumb shit. You damn simp. Shouldn't have never taught me this word.
Oh,
tattoo next week.
The tattoo. Let's do it. All right, Joe, we're going to get the fuck out of there before Carl says some other shit. We probably said some shit that we're already going to get some
Queen, the Royal Guard is probably coming for us anyway. So
already lost like 15,000 subscribers.
If y'all seen this, probably y'all should go to my GoFundMe right now. Help my people out.
Go here, GoFundMe, you said?
Oh, yeah. If they watching this right now, it's probably already a GoFundMe.
But that sounds like some of this. So it sounds like some pimp shit. So I don't know what you're telling people to pay.
Look, I'm just saying. The Queen's Royal Guard probably already snatched her stuff.
Yeah. Don't watch that video, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't watch that the Queen video.
Hey,
we didn't say nothing bad, man. We didn't say nothing bad.
No, we didn't, but
Well, actually, you were saying
look here.
Conspiracy theories and shit. Yeah, see? All right. Everybody, all right, y'all have a good night. At Lyles Nate.
God bless the Queen.
At Cobbino. Till next time, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through, stopping through, watching. Always appreciate y'all watching.